What's up, y'all? What's good? Welcome to another episode of Verbal Vibe Mode. I'm your boy, Kong of Beasts. That's right, I did it right this time. And joining me is the lovely Lady G.
What is popping, people? I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Why were you so robotic with it? What is popping, people?
Because I didn't know how to take your intro, sir. Just listen. I'm just like, what? Okay. I'm Brian.
The intro, I mean, it's pretty good. Of course I'm feeling myself. I feel good today. Do you not?
I mean, that's what's up. Yes, I feel good. Sunny outside. The weather's fine. I'm fine. We fine. They fine. Everybody's fine.
The weather is starting to feel like spring. I am excited.
About time. It really is about time. And please, just a random PSA to Mother Nature. Can you not just go automatically to like 100+ summer?
Listen.
Like, get that nice week of spring breeze and everything. No rain, sun, not a cloud in the sky. Then it just goes
what you're worried about?
Humidity and hell on earth. Please don't do that.
Girl, out here in Indiana, we worried about it turning into snow again. So
I mean, nah. Yeah. You need a break from the snow as well.
Who
you I just don't want it to be like an OD heat wave. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
I don't know. It was a pretty decent winter. I mean, I can't really complain. It wasn't no polar vortex or anything. So
yeah, I feel like everything kind of skipped us. We really didn't get like a blizzard or anything major, which is kind of great. But at the same time, we were in a pandemic anyway, so it's kind of like, where the hell were you going? Anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Stay at home, kids.
Stay at home and stay at home. Okay.
But no, today we're doing something a little different. We're doing a review.
A little review of
Invincible.
A show you may have heard of by now. You should have heard of it.
They know.
Invincible. Yeah, okay. On Amazon. Do you have Prime Video, everybody? Is everybody subscribed? Do you utilize your Prime subscription purposes thoroughly?
Prime subscription if you don't have it.
All right, when people hit you up.
Ain't nobody gonna hit me up.
Okay. Long's DMs are open for, Prime subscription requests.
Could you
might not want to do that. You might not want to do it. Hey, I'm just saying.
My DM is just flooded with
So remember in the Invincible review episode?
Like, I don't even know who you are. Are you even in my country? What is
I came to collect. Keep playing. Amazon is worldwide.
Oh, man. But Invincible.
Okay. So created by Robert Kirkman, Invincible tells the story of Mark Grayson, who's voiced by Steven Yeun. Also a kind of cool thing from Walking Dead that I don't know if he had anything to do with it and, bringing him over, but it's cool. Walking Dead used to be a great series, but we might get into that later. I don't know. How you feeling about that? Anyway, back to Invincible. So, tells the story of Mark Grayson, who was not so ordinary, and essentially his discovery of him having superpowers and being a very superhuman, because he is half and half. He's half Viltrumite, half human. His father is Omni-Man. Who is the strongest hero on Earth? They're Viltrumites. Viltrumites. Sound it out, Colin. Get it.
Like
Viltrumites. Oh my god.
Viltrumite.
But yeah, he's essentially trying to maintain the balance of his youth and adolescence and real life things while trying to be a hero out in these streets and learn the ropes, essentially. His pops and on his own, because he's headstrong.
Such a good show.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of spoke on this before, but there's a lot of pandemic content right now. It's always touch and go when it comes to the new releases within this whole bubble. It's very shaky. You have to ask people like, yo, did you watch this, just to get like the pre-heads up or the thumbs up from your squad, let alone reviews online and everything. But there's so much content now. There's so much.
girl.
And we have the time to watch it and consume it. That's, like, the problem. So we have time to, like, put that extra set of eyes on it with that overload, so we're, like, even
Uh,
bigger critics than usual, but
it feels like some of these people were like, we're gonna put this out there hoping that people don't watch it.
yeah.
But then the pandemic hit, and
Yes.
then it's like, oh crap,
People are
people
watching
are
this.
gonna
Oh,
watch.
no.
so, so it's like it is so much content and garbage
There
that you
is a
have.
lot.
Oh my goodness! Like I said, some companies it feels like they didn't even try.
Yeah.
WB, Warner Brothers, HBO Max, whatever you want to call them, a lot of their content did not
Yeah.
try. And we're talking major stuff.
Yeah, and it feels like it was already within production, and they kinda just said, "Hey, let's finish it and just push it out just so we don't have, like, a dry
And
year."
it feels weird to have this much content. I like it, but I don't like it.
We're spoiled. We're spoiled, yeah. In that essence, we are definitely spoiled because
Like
despite what's going on out there, we do have a lot to
a
actually,
lot of it feels rushed though. That's why I
Yeah,
don't
you're
like
not
it. It
wrong.
is
You're not
ah,
wrong.
mm, mm-mm. Take it back.
Mhm.
Put it back in your pocket. Like work on this some more. Like put it deep down in that pocket and fix it. Fix it
Keep
in
it
your
in your
pocket.
pocket. Keep it in your pocket.
Like a lot of this stuff has turned into a lot of stuff that should be taken back. And every once in a while out of the pandemic,
Mhm.
we've gotten gems. And that's how we came up with watching Invincible and wanting to review Invincible.
Definitely a gem because Invincible has about 15 years of source material from the comics itself.
Mhm.
And that just leaves a lot of room for further character development and stories. But I'm just hoping this doesn't turn into the Walking Dead
Ugh.
trap thing
Mm,
that
mm,
happened.
mm, mm, Don't
Because
you put that curse on there, Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that curse on there.
I'm not putting the curse on it.
Listen,
I hope it doesn't go down that path of starting off strong. Everybody's excited. The hype is good, but just sticks to a story
because
arc, which is not so interesting and
Mhm.
just beats the hell out of it.
Don't get us wrong. This
I'm
show
not.
starts off
Eh,
so powerful. It is
very powerful.
so powerful. And it gets even more powerful as the show goes on. There's
Yeah,
stuff
for
about
sure.
wanting to be someone who you believe is a hero.
Yeah,
There's things about the African American community, not even African American, just minorities in general.
minorities in
It
general.
touches
Yeah,
on that basis and healthcare
good guy
issues.
versus bad
It's just
guy.
the show is very strong for a cartoon, which is we haven't seen that in a
Yeah,
while.
and it's easy. It's an easy watch, even if you aren't
Oh
into
yeah,
animated series. I will
most
say.
definitely.
So, like, even if you didn't get into the comics, you can still pick up the show and enjoy it.
Yeah, it doesn't make you feel like you're out of place. It
Yeah, you're not missing anything. If
no,
anything, if you go back and read the comics now, you'll be like, "Oh, okay, this is what was left out. Why didn't they put that in?" You'll do
mhm.
your whole synopsis little review of
It
it,
is
but you won't feel like they aren't
exactly,
delivering.
exactly. It is so much of this show that I enjoy. I love the character building. I love the gruesomeness. I don't. Should we even talk about the gruesomeness? I don't know if that would turn people away.
Oh, yeah, that's a big component of it. I mean, it's rated TVMA, so you kinda know what you're
Listen,
getting into when it comes to that.
my goodness. And this will contain spoilers. I'm just gonna let y'all know now.
Oh, for sure. It literally says that in the show notes, but I'm glad you said that verbally just in
This
case.
listen, the first episode, and if some of y'all have watched it and y'all know, the first episode, what I loved was the ending scene, credits, then the ending scene. It was like it was watching Marvel Cinematic Universe,
Mhm.
except their ending scenes explained almost so much more. Like it wasn't just a snippet of something. Like the
Right.
first episode ends with Omni Man crushing somebody's head. I went into the show just going,
Yeah, they get right into it. They get right into it. He was
oh,
probably like, "Ah, this is another super oh.
yo,
Oh."
it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that you're just like, okay, all right. So I guess
But then it pulls you in.
it really does. It really does. It's no holds bar, and I love that. I love that about a show that can actually do that. And we've had another show do that earlier this year, and we'll probably discuss and review that maybe. But this show, no holds barred. Like it's just it puts it all out there, and if you like it, you like it. You don't have to watch it. And I love that about it. And
Mm-hmm.
what makes it even better is the freaking voice acting.
Yeah,
The voice acting is tremendous.
it is. They have a lot,
It,
a lot of heavy hitters in the voice acting. And you know we like voice acting, so we gotta represent
oh,
them. Aside from Stephen Yeun, they got
God.
J.K. Simmons, they got Sandra Oh,
Ah,
Seth Rogen, Gillian Jacobs, Zazie Beetz, Kevin Michael Richardson, Mahershala Ali, Jeffrey Donovan. Like it's crazy. John Hamm's in it too. Like what?
it
What?
keeps going. John Hamm, who plays Zachary Quinto? It
Yes,
just it's listen.
very great cast.
A lot of people, I'm sure y'all trying to figure out who these people are. J.K. Simmons, J. Jonah Jameson from the original Spider-Man.
Oz,
Sandra Oh, she plays I
Grey's
believe she's
Anatomy.
in Grey's Anatomy,
She
right?
was in Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Stephen Yeun, duh. Come on, if you watch The Walking Dead,
Stephen
you
Yeun, come
already
on now.
know.
Come on
Come
now.
on, Glenn.
Mahershala Ali, probably one of the
Absolutely.
greatest African American
Absolutely.
actors out there today, right
For
now.
sure.
That's definitely top 5.
Kevin Michael Richardson, does he even need an
Kevin
introduction?
Michael
Like,
Richardson is the
he
best
is the
voice.
voice.
Come on now.
He is the
Come on
voice.
now. I don't. It's Kevin Michael Richardson. If you don't know who Kevin Michael Richardson is, we're gonna have a problem.
Now we'll pause for you so you can Google. Go do it. Okay, you back? You see him now? All right, there you go. John Hamm, duh. That's Mad Men. You already know him.
Exactly. John Matzukis. I don't know if you ever watched The League or if you ever watched Big Mouth. If you watch Big Mouth plays Jay, he's a fantastic voice actor, just great. Walton Goggin. He played the transgender prostitute in Sons of Anarchy.
Yep.
He was in Justified as his best friend / bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
Zachary Quinto, who was the gentleman from Heroes, and he played. Who did he play in Star Trek? He was also in Star Trek, but I can't remember.
Fuck!
Spock!
Oh my
Yes!
god, his
Oh my
face. Oh my
goodness!
god.
I cannot
His face.
say And then, of course, the beautiful and gorgeous Zazie Beetz.
Zazie.
Zazie Beetz, who, if you don't know, Deadpool
Deadpool,
2,
Joker,
come
Atlanta. Come on.
on. This girl is just doing big things. She's the female Donald Glover. I don't I don't understand. She is killing it.
Zazie Beetz is Zazie Beetz. She just
Okay,
out
well,
here.
she's just amazing. I just know that. And then you have the legend himself, Mark Hamill. And if you don't know who Mark Hamill is,
Yeah.
you probably shouldn't be listening to this episode. Sorry.
I cannot.
It's Mark Hamill. Are you serious? You mean to tell me you're okay with somebody not knowing who Mark Hamill is? Anybody that grew up in the 90s.
No.
Anybody that grew up in
I'm
the
sorry.
90s. Or who
Hello.
plays
Do we even have
Minion.
to go through this? You're asking me that question? My cat's name is freaking Lando. You think I don't know who this man is?
I mean,
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
I mean,
All right.
anybody, listen, Mark Hamill has been in so many people's lives that you wouldn't even realize. From the late 70s
To
till
this day,
now, Mark
literally.
Hamill has been in literally almost every piece of media that somebody enjoys. And it's crazy.
9 times out of 10, you got a VHS with the man on it.
Mhm. Or a video
You
game.
got something with him on it. You got hey, listen.
This man is freaking fantastic. And of course,
He's out
Seth
here.
Rogen. Seth Rogen, and we all know who he is. I honestly, when I seen Seth Rogen, I was like, this isn't gonna be. And Seth Rogen
Yeah, he did a
murdered
good
it.
job. Oh, he also brought in Kari Payton, who was Ezekiel on Walking Dead as
And if
well.
you don't know who Kari is, if you ever watch Teen Titans, Teen
Yes.
Titans Go, if your kids watch, whomever is watching Teen Titans, whatever it
Any
is,
of a Teen Titan. Just
that's
throw that out
boy.
there. Any a
Also,
Teen Titan.
also, he plays Ezekiel, like G said.
Yeah.
So you gotta know who Kari is. He's a great voice actor.
He really is.
Fantastic voice actor. The man is just he's just good. He's just it's a fantastic
They made the
cast.
right
J.K.
choice.
Simmons as a main character.
They definitely made the right choice. Yes.
like when you hear people, it makes you feel some type of way because you can literally feel the emotion that's coming out of this human being. Omni Man is what you will find out essentially a bad guy.
Mhm.
And he's eventually going to take over or trying to take over Earth. You feel every single step of emotions that Omni Man feels leading up to this point. And you don't expect to go through what these people go through, but it relates so well. It's just, oh my goodness. The story is just, it's so, it's like people being in a totally different form when it comes to this show. It's just, it's crazy that a cartoon can bring this out of people. Is so much emotion and is, you got your laughs and your happiness and your sadness, and it's just,
Yeah. And I hope they just stick with he's so known for doing this in Walking Dead, but just stick with the main stories and events that happen in the comic. I know you cannot put every little granular detail in. I feel like if we put those little Easter eggs and people will actually like want to go back and read the comics and get into them a little bit more.
there's something, and I understand that because we had this discussion earlier. There's some things that you'll look back in the comic and you'll be like, well, that feels,
Yeah, that's important. Why didn't they put that on the show?
yeah. Like we literally just had a discussion right before this about a certain event that happened in the Walking Dead comic book that wasn't put in the show, which,
Was major for that story arc.
yes, exploring that topic is major because that's not something
Yeah.
that's just,
You shouldn't gloss over it, put it that way.
it feels kind of disrespectful
Yeah,
in a
I can
way
see
because
that.
it's kind of like, why wouldn't you tell this story of this certain, you know what? I'm gonna just put it out there.
Nope, nope, nope. It's fine. If you wanna know,
Oh, let me
DM us
live.
and we might tell you.
Yeah, okay, yeah. If you want to know, hit us up. We'll gladly let you know and explain to you what happened. But there's certain things that happen in the comic book that feels very detrimental to what actually happens throughout the
Right,
story.
right, right.
And the fact that, some people just gloss over that as if it's just shallow or it's just filler, that can be upsetting
Yeah.
because, certain things.
Like, I guess you have to make the twists and turns when it comes to making a show and making it interesting visually, especially when it comes to motion. So I get that, but at the same time, I don't know. That in particular felt important, but I just hope they don't do too much when it comes to creating twists and turns that aren't really originated within the story or just doing the most with like minor story arcs and then just blowing it up and then just staying there in that
He's
zone.
not M. Night Shyamalan, so I really hope that he just keeps it under wraps. I mean, Robert Kirkman is the guy who makes sure he has full control over what goes on with his stories.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So I like you said, I'm on the same page. I really hope he just, this is what we fell in love with. Just make it like this. It's cool to see people have read the comic. Some people haven't read the comic,
Right.
but the point of you making a show is that to put more of it out there. So you're gonna get a lot of the people who already read it, but you're also gonna get new people. So just,
For sure,
it's okay
definitely.
to stick to the source material because those new people don't know what happened.
Yeah,
And they could be missing out on something important, and you just decide, oh, well, I wanted to skip that. Well, yeah, how do you know that that wasn't important to everybody else? I mean, that could have been a great story arc. Just keep it true to the source material. It's your show. You can do whatever you want.
very true.
I don't know. I'm hoping he just keeps it the same. I'm excited because it did get renewed for 2 more seasons.
Yeah, they ordered 2 more seasons of the show, so I know we're not obviously getting it this year, clearly. Most likely next year.
Yeah,
But I'm definitely looking forward to what they have in store for us next, what new villains they decide to introduce from the comics.
yeah.
So, with season 2, I guess we can expect to see more of the turmoil of the Viltrumite origin. And with Mark essentially becoming the Earth's defender from his pops and whoever else is coming down.
Honestly want to know if he gets stronger. Like, there's a comment said by his father that, and I haven't read the comic book yet,
Mhm.
but in the TV show, it's said by his dad, the more he ages,
Yeah,
the
the
stronger
stronger he'll
he
get,
get. I'm like, well,
and he's basically eternal, so yeah, he's
yeah.
gonna be alive for a long time.
So I'm kind of excited to see what happens. I'm hoping he learns more about his. Of course, I want him to learn more about his powers.
Yeah, which kinda sucks because like, you don't have your pops to do that with you, but hey, ba-da-ba.
Welcome to our
It
world.
happens. Welcome to life, guys. I'm sure life gets its sting. Does it hurt a bit?
Yeah.
But yeah, it should be interesting to see how he develops himself without having that, automatic, my daddy taught me this and blah blah blah. So he'll have to learn the ropes and go through it on his own.
Yeah,
But he's gonna be on that grind in season 2 for sure.
oh yeah.
3, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with that.
And it's not and that's the thing. It's like for season 2, I don't even want more action or anything like that. I just want more
Mhm.
backstory.
The background?
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
yeah, that's fair.
there's a lot of characters to explore in this, so it's I'm kind of like, well,
Mhm.
let's look at those characters. Let's see what happens.
That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. Now, as far as being excited about this live action movie,
Do we have to touch on that?
yeah, yeah,
Has
no.
anything been developed as far as, like, who's cast or any details?
I honestly don't
No?
know.
Just that they're going to do a live
Yeah,
action?
it's Seth Rogen already said that he wanted to. I don't know if he's directing it, but I know he wants to be a part of it.
Right.
And you know, that's it. Like that's all people have. I think he's a producer.
Mhm.
They're saying it's supposed to be separate from the cartoon, so I'm I'm at a loss because I don't know what's going on now.
So it's gonna be canon?
Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg they're gonna write and produce it. Write, direct, and produce it. I'm sorry. Yeah, but this was announced back in 2017. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I
Okay.
don't know. It's been what, 3 years? 4 years?
Yeah. 3 years, boy, you still stuck in 2020.
Man, 2020 did a number on me.
Laughs evilly.
I'm not even gonna hold you.
Oh my
That's
god.
exactly what 2020 did right before
It
it.
really did. 2020 just laughed in on our faces. Alright, so if it's very separate, then I guess. I mean, yeah, we'll see what they do with it.
Yeah,
Feel like
yeah.
that'll be dropped maybe between seasons 2 and 3, if they're ready, and if everything with, this clears up and people are able to go back to work. But yeah, guys, Invincible. Heroes do not always win.
Check it out. And if you have checked it out, what do you think?
Let us know. We got the social medias. You can visit us on our website, www.verbalvibemode.com. Feel free to leave us a voice message using the Anchor app.
Yep, yep.
That concludes today's episode of Verbal Vibe Mode. Please make sure you follow us on your favorite podcast app. Check us out on social media. We're on IG and Twitter. But yeah, that's about it. A little short and sweet review for you to get you to watch some good content. No, there's a lot of things out there.
There's a lot of crap out there. She's not telling the truth. There's a bunch of crap out there. You go on and you watch all these other streaming sites. There's a bunch of
Oh my
crap. Godzilla
God.
versus Kong suck.
Your
The
name
little
is
thing
Kong. What do you
suck.
mean?
My name is Kong, but I don't suck. That movie sucked. There's a bunch of, there's a
Hey guys,
bunch
can you
of
see why we
crap
did
out
not review that movie? Do you see it? Do you see it?
These movies
But
suck. Listen, people, y'all want good content? Watch this show. Do not waste your time on HBO Max with some trash unless you're watching Michael Che's new show.
Michael Che's new show was great. We should have did a review on that.
Go to HBO Max, watch Michael Che's new show. That will be next time, probably right after this episode.
Go to HBO Max and watch that damn Michael Che so we can have a
But
discussion
yes,
about it. Give us some feedback. This is like a preliminary review. Hilarious show.
hilarious show.
Surprised me
Yes,
because I mean
we
Michael
will
Che's funny, but
discuss more.
I wasn't expecting the sketch comedy parallel and okay. Anyway, let me shut up. Bye guys.
Mad love, y'all. Peace out.